What's up guys, Cap over here and welcome to the second week of the Little Cup Champions League, as this week we're taking on the Bosnia Beldums. There we go. And we'll just sort of jump into this, but before we do, be sure to smash that like button and support your Vancouver Wingulls as we're on our season 2, on week 2, and we're going to see what we're going to be facing up against today. So let's get this on its way. No point of waiting. I've got my little thing set up. So he brings in quite a threatening team, actually. Thankfully, he doesn't bring in Clink. We've got Arkin, Gothatel, Darmaka, Bagon, Slowpoke, and Hippowdus. So some scary things on that. I'm predicting his lead will be Hippopotas. There we go. I think I've been saying it wrong the whole time. It could either be Arkin or Hippopotas. I don't want to get trapped with the likes of Gothatia. That would be horrible. But a little fun fact, if I can get the Slowpoke worn down a bit, and I can set up I can set up one Shell Smash. So the plan here is actually just to lead up with Bigfoot. If you send out Hippowdus, then that's totally fine by me because I've got a Focus Sash on my Bigfoot, and it hits almost everything on his team to a point where I'm pretty sure it's one hit KO range. So let's get this on its way. I'm going to send out my Bigfoot, and he sends out Gengar and 2. So that sucks a bit, but I can sort of just wail on this thing. I should be in a decent position. I feel like I'm not too scared of this thing. So we're gonna see speed. I think we will outspeed this thing because I should be faster than this. If he's faster, that means he doesn't have any special defense stats invested, and I'm just gonna keep on wailing on this thing. So that's good on that part. And in all honesty too, Bigfoot is just meant to dent something on his team. So he's just gonna straight up switch and go into piggy banks. Wow, that's big. We're just, oh man, that is pretty huge. That is pretty huge. So, and we'll actually get the boost in the sandstorm. So we'll keep our, oh man, this works out pretty good for us. So keeping that in mind, I think I could just go for an Hyper Voice or an Ancient Power. I think I'm just gonna go for Ancient Power. He might just switch out. Yeah, he might go into his Slowpoke, in which case, I think I'm just gonna fire off another Hyper Voice. No, I'm just gonna go for Ancient Power. If he stays in, then that's fine. Bigfoot can do some big damage right now. That was huge. That's really huge, that switch up right there. Just because this Hippowdus is such a threat, I need to make sure that he doesn't get up any Stealth Rocks. Just because I have Larvesta around. And with Larvesta being around, Stealth Rocks is not a good situation for us. So that Hyper Voice was big hit. So we're gonna see if we can get the boost here. That would be a bit cheeky. David's gonna come in. That's fine by me. David doesn't take that hit well at all. Wow. David. I think I might just go for a Thunderbolt here. We'll get the KO on the Slowpoke, sorry about that. Slowpoke, so that's a big threat gone. And right now, Shelter is at a good position to set up one Shell Smash and potentially sweep up the rest of his mons. I still have my Focus Sash still intact, and a lot of his team doesn't appreciate just a Hyper Voice at this moment right now. Hyper Voice is just way too powerful at the moment. This lead was really awesome. Just doing a couple test battles, I knew that Bigfoot is going to be huge in this match, and if I can get, especially with the Focus Sash intact, if I can get that up, then I can potentially do a lot of damage on everything. So he has to make a big choice at this moment. There's no rock still, so he could go in. He might just go into his Gothatel. Gothatel seems like it's a fairly good choice, but that means I'm going to get information if I outspeed. Arc. Alright, that's cool. That's actually really good. I'm just going to fire off another Hyper Voice. He's just going to go for Earthquake, sees the Focus Sash. If I get rid of this thing, that's big. That's really big. Just because Arkin actually swept my team a couple times when I was doing the test battles. And I'm okay with sacking off this thing. I could just actually just stay in and sort of keep this thing around. Larvesta doesn't seem like a bad choice. So I'm just going to switch out. He's just going to go for the U-turn. That's fine by me. He might go into his Gothatel. Unfortunately, no, he might not go into that. a lot of his things doesn't appreciate a Larvesta anything. So my play here is actually just to go for the U-turn. Hippowdus is at range where I could just take it down with the U-turn. Beldum or Bagon. I think I can just bring in Spritzy and do some damage, or I can just bring in... I have a lot of options. I just got to see what Bagon has. If it has anything like Thunder Punch or something grassy, then that would be a bit unfortunate. Bacon. So, like we said, we see the Bagon. I'm just going to double check what this thing can do. I'm unfamiliar with Bagon. Bagon. It's got Rock Head. It might be his Dragon Dancer, so... I just want to see any Thunder, anything. If there's a Thunder move, then I have to be a bit precautious about it, just because... No, I don't see anything. So, I think my play here is actually just go for a U-turn. We outspeed it. We do a lot of damage right away. And I might actually just go into Slurp. Slurp can sort of finish this battle at this moment. He's just going to set up a Dragon Dance. That's fine by me. I could go for an Icicle Sphere. I'm actually just going to go for a Shell Smash. I feel like I'm in a decent position where I can just sort of set up the Shell Smash, take the hit, and then do a 1-2 punch on him with Slurp. So, depending, he might bring in his Hippowdus, or actually just one hit KO me. Wow, it's a Life Orb, so that's a big hit on him. That's pretty good to see. I might just bring in my... I'm just going to bring this in. I knew I could potentially get stuck. That was a bad play on me, just sacking off Shelter like that. I could have gone for the Icicle Shard. But I'm in a awkward position though. But seeing the U-turn on Bagon was really nice, just because I got to see what he could potentially do. I had just gone for Bug Buzz though. Maybe I would have been in a different position, but who knows? Who knows? So Zen Headbutt gets a crit. That sucks. That crit sucks, but... what can you do? At this point, I might just have to sack off my Spritzy. Oh. We'll see what he's going to lock himself into, though. U-turn. That's fine by me. I might actually just go for... let's see. I might just set up a Wish over here. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Moonblast. We're going to resist it. I could have gone for the Wish, but I feel like the Moonblast might have been a bit better. I could have also just switched out, but with Gothitelle being around, yeah, we're just going to knock this thing out. It's a 1-for-1 deal. I'm perfectly fine with that, actually. Actually, it's not a 1-for-1 deal. We're going to live by one. So the good thing, though, is still we have Amaro around to go for a Hyper Voice and just simply knock out Gothitelle. Gothitita? I keep calling it Gothitelle. And he's just probably going to go for a U-turn. No point of predicting anything else. U-turn seems like it would be the most appropriate play. If he goes for Flare Blitz, then... Or, if he might go for Rock Slide. If he goes for Rock Slide, I know this thing's most likely Scarfed. And that's fine by me. That's totally fine by me. Fire Punch is an okay play by me. I'm just going to go into this Mon over here. Once again, Sandstorm doesn't really hurt me. If he goes for Fire Punch and keeps on hitting me with that, that's fine. Thunderpool, I'm going to have the Sturdy. I should get my Salac Berry, so I'll get my Speed Rosen. And I should... Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. That is a bit unfortunate. So I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt again. That's a bit unfortunate. I do have the Salac Berry. I'm pretty sure I would have outsped it. Gengar 2.0 will come in. At this point, I could just... I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt. He's just going to go for a Psychic. That's fine by me. I've got my Boop in the corner over here. And this tells me this thing is Choice Scarf because he outsped my Magnemite. So at this point, I'm just going to go for a Night Slash. Yeah, he is Choice Scarf. So I'm pretty sure we're going to pick up our second victory of the season. Really good game. Frodo. That was pretty close. It was pretty close. He forgot. So if you guys enjoy this, be sure to smash that like button and continue on supporting your Vancouver Wingulls as we picked up our second victory of Season 2 in the Little Cup Championship. So GG Frodo, and we'll be back with next week. So thanks for watching. This is Cap, signing off.